So, continuation from last video, I found a different car wash than the one I was originally planning on going to. So right now we're gonna head back to BGC. But while I was waiting for the bike, I was thinking, you guys ever like do something and then regret it? I was thinking yesterday, or the day I did the Malalake ride, however you pronounce that, the following day I ended up selling my DJI Osmo Action 6, and right now I'm using the Action 5. I went back down to the Action 5. So on paper I downgraded, right? But when I think about it, I think my Action 5 was actually better than the Action 6. The only perk the Action 6 had that my Action 5, the only perk the Action 6 had that my Action 5 didn't have is the 1:1 recording ratio. But as I'm using it, the more I use it, I realize a 4:3 ratio is actually better than using the 1:1 on the Action 6. So although in the beginning of having that camera I was using the 1:1 ratio, and what that is, for those who don't know, is it allows you to record one video, but then you can use the same video later, whether you're shooting horizontal, whether you want to post it horizontal or vertical. So like for shorts, or I should have stopped there in the shade. It lets you record one video, and then you can use the same video for both shorts and long form videos. But the issue with that was that it crops the video, so you're actually losing quality recording that way. So once I realized that, I just started always shooting in either 4:3 or just 16:9. And at that point I realized I should have just stayed with my Action 5, because the Action 5 has HLG, which is pretty much like a true HDR. Although the Action 6 advertises HDR, your final output is still a Rec 709. I don't want to get too technical here, but long story short, at least for me, the Action 5 is better. So that's what I'm using now. No more Action 6. I'm pretty sure they'll work on their cropping stuff with the Action 7, if they come out with the Action 7. And then I'll probably just go to that. I was going to originally switch to Insta360. As I told you guys before, sometimes I felt like my videos wasn't comparable to others. So I was going to switch to Insta360, but it's really just a settings thing. Settings and editing. That's all it really is. So right now I'm just working on my editing. And then once I get better with editing, the videos will look better. I just washed the bike, so I'll probably do another video showing you guys all the modifications I've done to my bike. I'm about to go over to this gas station real quick. But let me know, you guys let me know, how does this video look? Right now it's in like semi-manual mode, so some of the options are in manual, and I'm shooting in HLG mode, 4K 30 4K 30, I believe. My ISO is set from 100 to I believe it's 12,600, around there. Sometimes I look at things, I just glance at it. I don't pay attention to what I'm actually doing. I just do stuff by like memory. So, but I'll put the full settings for this video on the screen, and you guys let me know how's the video quality. I'm also using the ND filter. Right now I got it on the ND8, which is supposed to do the motion blur, but it's not. The whole motion blur thing, that's more for like off-road and, you know, like mountain rides, things like that. Here in the city, it's not really as noticeable compared to like in the mountains and stuff where the trees is on the side, things like that, when you're going like 60, 70 miles per hour. So here in the city, wanting the motion blur, it's not really noticeable. So you guys thinking about ND filters for motion blur, but you primarily just ride it in the city, just keep that in mind. I was chasing motion blur at some point, but I don't really notice it in the city. This is primarily where I ride, so I stopped chasing it. Damn, my bike is shiny. I haven't washed it in like 3 months. But yeah, I'll do a video, like a 360 of the bike. I'm heading to a spot now that's like a little closed parking lot, no cars being there. So you guys will see it. One of the future videos. Probably be a short video, but give you guys some ideas what you can do with your bike. We're 4 minutes away. Then I was still thinking about I still got a drone on my mind. I'm thinking about getting a drone. It's just been a while since I had one, like maybe like 4 years, so I gotta research again what's the best one. I would like one that's like decked out, all the features. So I want to take, I used to do photography, but I used to just do it on my car, on my previous car, so I'm pretty good with the cameras. I never been really good with the action cameras though. I don't know, they're like a different type of, how do I say it? Photography in general, it's the same idea. You got the triangle, which is your ISO, your aperture, and your shutter speed. But on action cameras, I never really, not master it, but I never really had a set setting. At least on my camera, my last one was a Sony A7 Mark IV. At least with that, I have my settings, you know, like fine tune, and that's what I stick to it. But I don't know, on the action camera, I'm constantly changing the settings, and I'm like never satisfied. So, although it's still photography, the action cameras is almost like a different world. But I would say, if you can master the action camera, then you'll be good with regular cameras, the DSLRs and mirrorless and all that stuff. So if you can knock out the action camera, you'll be good with regular cameras. So don't be scared of regular cameras. They're actually, it's the same as using manual mode in action cameras. So actually, for me, it's easier. The professional cameras are easier than these damn action cameras. But yeah, that's one of the things I regret. I had a lot of things I regret buying and selling, but I had some cars I sold I regret selling. Some bikes I had I regret selling. But we live and we learn. We make mistakes. And we learn from them. I just haven't learned from my mistakes. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.